I did everything right except for this. I gotta do that because my mirror's reflected. No, I have it mirrored. And if I don't do that, I look off. I didn't realize this for the longest time. I was looking off screen. I don't look at you. But from here, I'm looking at you the way it's supposed to be. Does that make sense?
Oh,
It
okay,
doesn't make
yeah,
sense.
yeah. No,
It's the
yeah, I
magic
get
of
it
it's
now.
the magic of TV.
Angles.
Yes. How are you doing? Looking good in orange.
Cool.
Oh my gosh. Boy, so last week we didn't do it. You were under the weather, which is understandable.
Yeah,
The weather's been wild. It's been really nice. Real weather's been nice here until today. But
yeah.
somebody said they were going to get snow. I forget who it was last night. Was talking in the chat said sorry. I saw deeper too. I was laughing at her. So yeah, you don't read the chat. The chat will get you every time. Somebody said that they didn't know if it was going to thunderstorm or if it was going to snow, and I was like, "Oh man, where are you? And am I in that direction? Because I do not want snow. I'm
It's already
anti-snow.
snowed. It snowed where my parents live.
No
We already
kidding.
had the first snow of the season, yeah.
No kidding. Oh
Wild.
wow. Front jumper here says Dark MAGA from Norway. There you go.
Ha ha.
There you go. Oh my gosh, I talked to a woman today at the store. She wouldn't leave me alone. It was the craziest thing. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you
About your
after the
hat?
stream. No, she was. It was crazy. It was not. I did not expect this woman to be driving what she was driving, and she was wearing a solid. She was head to toe in her outfit, and I'll tell you after the stream. Remind me,
Right.
it's because it's stupid. It's stupid, and what's funny is how I ended the conversation was so bad, and I knew I'd do it too, but that's okay. She was happy. Wait. I realized that all that sounded really bad. My wife knows. She's been in these situations with
I'm
me before.
sure.
She knows exactly how I do it. It's beautiful, actually, to tell you the truth. It's an old Indian trick from when I was on the reservation.
Okay.
Where's that ceiling cat at? I know he's in here somewhere. He's messing up something. How you been? How you been?
Um, good, but
Yes.
we haven't talked in so long
There's
about
so much crazy that has come out,
crazy.
and like it's it doesn't seem real. I mean, I really, I've said that since the beginning. I was like, well, at first I was like, I don't follow this type of stuff, so I don't know what's happening. And now that I am, it is so expansive
Yeah.
that it still doesn't seem real.
It, some of it may not be.
Listen, I was watching that TikTok you sent about Harvey Weinstein, the comparison, and that was so spot on what you'd been saying.
I'm telling you, they're all doing it, and they all have learned from somebody.
Yeah, yeah, it's weird. It's that's the thing is, like, I remember my dad when I was like, I don't know, I was
And
a teenager, and my dad saying that um, um, Hollywood's all full of perverts. And
yeah,
I'm like, okay, Dad. And he's like, no, he's like, it's true. It's like Errol Flynn he always thought Errol Flynn was the coolest dude. And then he said he heard that like Errol Flynn, like, he had things for like underage girls or something like that. And it was, I don't know, just my dad saying like, yeah, you don't want to go out there. It's all this bad stuff and everything else. I think he was nervous because I picked up a guitar and started playing and stuff. He's like, next thing you know, like, I don't know, he thought I'd be going to Diddy parties, I guess. I don't know.
once you
Beaver
see me,
dude, thank you so much. Yes, the smooth dolphin face. I noticed today. I was like, boy, I look young after
like a
shaving.
baby.
It's been like 3 weeks. And did you see how bad it was? It was horrible. I looked like a mangy cat. Actually, I kind of looked like Brown Dog does right now. I need to take a picture of him. It's getting worse. We were gone one day, and it might have been when did this happen? It might have been a few weeks ago. It might have been like we were gone. It was like a football game or something. We were gone for a while, and so
Mm-hmm.
he was. I think he was trying to mess with his sister, mess with Blue
Mm-hmm.
Dog, and she said, "No, I'm not that type of girl."
Mm-mm.
And she took a chomp at him and put a little spot right here on his head. Now this has happened before. You think he'd learn his lesson,
But not
but
so much.
hey, let me tell you what, the scruffy face doesn't get her. Okay, it's if I don't look like Tom Selleck, she doesn't want that around her. Holy cow, Shane Reynolds has been here for 8 months. That is awesome. Holy cow, we need to have a party. So we need to do. Anyway, Brown Dog, he so we put like a Neosporin on his head,
Mm-hmm.
and he like I don't know what happened. He's scratching at it, itching at it. I think it might have gotten infected a little bit or
Poor
something. I don't
baby.
know. But he started losing his hair in tufts. He started like pulling it out. So we ended up at the vet this week, and
Yeah.
the vet shaved his head. So we gotta shave that head. We gotta get all that crud out of his hair, so we can get the ointment in there to clean. So he has to have a cleaning ointment. Then he has to have a salve, and he's on antibiotics too.
Oh my.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Poor little baby.
well, he didn't learn. He didn't learn his lesson. So that's what
Still,
that's
poor thing.
yeah. Well, he's that's what we've been doing. It's not fun. It's weird. I mean, I gotta take a picture and send it to you. He looks horrible. I mean,
I
and
bet. Oh
with it
no.
shaved, I noticed there's a pump knot on his head. So it's literally like a cartoon. You know, like they like Wile E. Coyote would get hit on the head
Mm-hmm.
and like a knot would pop up. That's
Yeah.
what he looks like. It's
Thing.
a Looney Tune cartoon over here. So.
That's terrible.
Oh, it's so bad. That's our excitement. That and I was told that I had to clean my room, and I said it is. And I was told that no, it's the other room. I was like, "What are you talking about? Why is it my room? Because it has all my stuff in it." I'm like, "Oh, so that's all you missed." And
Did you
the
do
last
it?
today, I
You
started doing
did?
it today. Yeah, it's looking better.
Okay, good.
Got a
Good.
little exhausted doing it. You ever like been cleaning up so much that like your brain gets exhausted? You're like, I can't remember what I'm cleaning anymore. I don't know where stuff's going. I'm just gonna just put it everywhere.
Yes.
Put it in a
Yes. I
big
assume we
box.
probably clean similarly.
So bad. It's so bad. I'm ready to just like I'm gonna have nightmares of stuff I have. Why do I have so much stupid stuff? And I can't get
um,
rid of it.
I can't tell you that, but I feel the same way.
It's like it's a collection. Yeah, he does look bad. Well, he went to the vet this time. It was the first time he went without his sister, so that was that was another
Traumatizing.
one. No, he kind of enjoyed it. He's like, I get all the attention. Yeah, this is cool.
Oh,
They gave him peanut butter to try to get him to settle down so they could shave his head, and
yeah.
that didn't work. It didn't work. Hey, Zach wants to know: is Diddy responsible for the UFOs? So what's going on with that?
Responsible for the UFOs? I don't think so. Why would he be responsible for it?
Yeah. I don't know. The National Enquirer used to claim that Elvis was taken by aliens.
Well, I did have a theory that I think it was this summer. I had a theory that celebrities are actually like clones of celebrities now, and the ones that we see walking around Hollywood are not actually real celebrities. They're like AI robots or clones or something else. And the real celebrities have been taken and they're on an alien space station somewhere.
You know what? At this point, I believe it.
I mean, okay, how many movies about stuff like that have we seen? I mean, even like Men in Black, there were
Uh,
Hollywood stars that were aliens on the like map and they pulled it up and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that
Maybe
far
they were
fetched.
just telling us.
Let's think about it. So these people, and this is the building blocks to everything that's Diddy. There's a lot of people that they don't have much going for them. Like somehow they're able to sing and dance, right? And I don't know
Hmm.
how they're able to. I like Hal right here. UFOs are locking their doors when they fly past us. Yeah, we're the Google Maps. We're the bad neighborhood.
Probably.
But it's a building block thing. Like celebrities, they aren't very intelligent. If they're off script, they have a hard time putting words together. It seems like it's I don't know. It's just it's crazy, but yet they get to Hollywood and they have an amazing ability to do something. I mean, I can't act, I can't sing or dance. I mean, I can't do any of the stuff they do. But also, though, I've not had to rent my body out for perversions,
Yeah.
unwanted perversions. So that's a plus, I think.
I don't know. I don't think Diddy's responsible for the UFOs, no, but that is my theory. Celebrities aren't really celebrities, and they don't even look the same anymore because they're either taking that, it's like NAD or something, and then I think that they're like doing something with blood of young people or like,
Oh, that's another one. What's that called?
um, I
Oh,
don't know.
I always call it midichlorian, but that's the Star Wars stuff. It's like androstenedione or something. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a whole nother weird rabbit hole. Hal here says there are a lot of people he's worked with in the movie industry that use the theory that Hollywood movies are being used to prepare us for what could happen. You
I
know,
believe it.
it's funny. I very very real thing about that is I watched a show. It was like like the influence of science fiction on society or something like that. And it showed like it interviewed a bunch of like NASA scientists, and it's like,
Okay.
yeah, we started doing this because we got the idea from watching Star Trek. And it's like, oh, really? And it's like these guys were like, yeah, as kids, we'd watch this show or read these books or whatever, and that's what gave the ideas for this or that, new technology. So, I mean, there is some truth in that, no matter what. But I could see how it's Hollywood's a propaganda to
Yeah.
prepare you for the next thing. I'm waiting for Independence Day when the aliens come and just zap the planet. That's
They
what I'm waiting
might.
for.
They might. I've been saying that the aliens are coming.
They may already be here.
They might already be here, Men in Black style,
That's
undercover
right.
as celebrities. We have no idea. But I don't think Diddy's responsible.
Oh
He didn't
wow,
really do the bloods.
Brian Johnson took his son's blood. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah,
Who's
that's it right
Brian
there.
Johnson?
Spicy peach, adrenochrome. That's the they use like kid DNA or something.
Yes,
Do it.
something like
Yes.
that. And they're like injecting or
Hey,
whatever with
Christine.
it. And it's
Yeah, it keeps them
turning
young
them
and everything.
younger.
Did you ever see the show Silicon Valley?
No.
It was on HBO. Mike Judge was the producer, director, whatever. I did all that stuff. Mike Judge, he did Idiocracy and Office Space, and of course Beavis and Butthead. Well, he did Silicon Valley, and it is it's hilarious, and it's that whole technology part. You know, you can see it makes sense. It seems like that's how it would be. You know, you have the Steve Jobs type of person and all that stuff out there. Well, anyway, one of the people was replacing their blood with the blood of a younger person. And I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, that's they're doing it. They're doing it right here. They're showing you. And of course, you know, my wife's like, I've never heard of this. What are you talking about? And I was like, no, it's true. Like they're into like it's like and then it's the adrenochrome. So yeah, but they were
That's
replacing their
wild.
blood with somebody younger. And I
That's
was like, ooh,
wild.
yeah, it's supposedly make everything better for them. I don't know. So anyway, let's talk about Diddy. So Diddy, tomorrow's a big day for him, right? Or no, tomorrow the Justice Department is supposed to respond to his newest request to get out of jail.
I thought they I thought he was already told no.
There's a third one. There's a new one. They're adding things to it. He will go. He has said, "I will." Let's back this up. Okay. By the way, I checked it out. I think I'm going to join Pacer. I'm going to get the court documents.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's. I think at this point, I'm gonna make the
That'd be
investment.
cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna make
That'd
the
be
investment.
so cool.
So we'll start seeing how that works out. I love front jumper, flat Earth. Uh, so yeah, I was trying to type that in right before the stream, and it didn't believe I wasn't a robot. So I was like, oh great, I've got something I gotta turn off. You know, I've got a
Yeah.
content blocker somewhere.
Blocker of some kind.
But anyway, so what he's doing is Diddy is in new terms. They say that now because of Discovery, they've gotten these like 33 terabytes of video and stuff they took from Diddy.
Mhm.
And here's what it sounded like from what I was listening to. It was like a law and crime thing. Had it. It was this afternoon. It just came out, and I hate to say it, but to me, and this was just put in perspective, it kind of gave me the gut feeling that reminded me of somebody else is doing the same thing. But it said that because of like new information they have, it sounds like they're trying to say that the feds didn't have the authority to do everything they did. Like they didn't tell like the searches and stuff, which I was like, oh, that kind of sounds like the Nick Rekieta defense. Like they didn't have the authority to come in and look for stuff. I was like, it's a bold move, Cotton, but it triggered that memory in there. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. Like that's the way my brain works. So I can compartmentalize and be like, okay, I can compare it to something else. But they're saying
So,
that, yeah,
so this is a new get him out of jail hearing after the like $50 million
this
bribe
is a new one, new one.
failed that I don't think we even talked about that since the last time we talked. So he's
Oh, probably
now
not.
tried 2 times
Yeah, it was two
since the last
times
time we
no.
talked.
This is going to be a third time. They're saying that they have new information, and plus they're also willing to do more. So
Huh.
that they're willing to do is he'll not have any access to people outside of his home. I think it was like no telephone access or something. They haven't said anything about internet access. That's the one I think is funny. But it's very finely written. This is why I want to get the actual legal documents and see what all they say. Of course, because you know I'm listening to this while I'm driving and of course trying to make sense of it at the same time.
Right.
But they want they're going to increase the money. They also of course they've also said that they would surrender all the family's passports.
Okay,
Which
so this is the same one. It's the
that was
same
before,
bill that
but
I'm
they're
thinking
all
of.
they're it's the same stuff, but they're also adding to it that there's a extenuating circumstance that the government should not have been given the authority to um, um, uh, put these types of restrictions on them Plus, he's going to add more stipulations, like 24-hour surveillance to make sure he doesn't leave the his home. It's
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's all that stuff.
Until down in the tunnel he goes, like, whatever. No. Mm-mm.
Hang
Mm-mm.
on a second. Bad Duck says, "Why was the sand wet? Because the seaweed." See, when I tell this joke, I'd have to be like, "You get it? The sea weed on the sand. Get it? The sea
Get it?
weed." He was killing me yesterday with these dad jokes, and I'm horrible at remembering them too. But oh my gosh, like I almost fell on my chair laughing so hard at him.
Be careful.
Check out Eric Dubay. Do we know Eric Dubay?
No.
Well, we'll check it out later. So anyway, there's a new one coming out. Like I
I don't
said,
think it's
I
gonna
don't know
happen.
the difference, what all the differences are, but they are saying that they have started to look into the 30 something terabytes of evidence that the government has, and they don't think that the government had a case to begin with.
No. Well, yes, but I mean, how how long have people been trying to get someone to look in? Because didn't we also discuss that it was like Jamie Foxx after he was like poisoned and almost killed that was really like, hey, go look at him to the FBI.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that one phone call from Jamie Foxx would warrant that. They would have to have something else, right?
Right, and we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of the who's the Casey Ventura, Cassie,
Cassie. Yeah.
Cassie. Let's see. I can't pronounce names. Yeah, so it's the 1 year anniversary of her, and I didn't realize like with her it wasn't easy to get her case into court. She had to do the adult victim statute. As a special thing, and of course, they settled and all that stuff. But that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. Will be 1 year, and they're saying that's the one that
Hmm.
really launched the federal investigation.
I think so. So I think they had plenty of evidence.
Um, oh gosh, I don't know where to go with this because there's two directions. One goes forward, one goes back. You you heard about his plane. Like so, he's trying to liquidate assets at this point.
Hmm.
And well, you had talked about his plane, I think, once before. Do you know what kind of plane it is?
It's a black plane and it's really big.
Well, evidently, it's so big nobody will buy it.
I don't think that's why no one will buy it. I have a hard time believing that.
Well, now he's trying to lease it at
Yeah.
$500,000 a flight.
And I bet nobody still wants it
He's having a hard time with that.
because crimes were probably committed on that plane and everybody knows it.
Isn't that interesting that it's not part of evidence?
It is. It is quite interesting. I wonder what are the rules for what happens on planes and international airs and things. How does that work?
Don't quote me, but if I'm not mistaken, it is based off of where. Is that ships? It has something to do with the airport. So it's like where you are. So it's not like you can like get on a plane and then in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean kill somebody and then land, in Paris, and you're who has jurisdiction at that point.
That's what I'm saying. Or
Yeah.
is it to the point where he's such a big celebrity that nobody even looks? Nobody even cares. because they're all paid off to just not.
You know, when you say paid off, it's paid off means something different. Also, we don't, because paid off to me it means the exchange of money.
Sure.
But these people are also, they want to be around Diddy. They want to be around all this stuff. It's a lot better than the trailer park. You know,
Well, yeah.
so you don't. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think. It brings to my mind. It's like, what is the snitches get stitches, I guess. So what is making people worry about trying to say anything, or are people really so self centered that they don't care what happens to other people?
Well, it's not so much that anymore. I don't know how true it is, but I've seen people talking about a standard Combs NDA where everybody has signed this standard NDA for Diddy. If you've ever been to like his house or one of his parties, that you cannot talk about anything to do with Diddy until 20 years after he's dead, or 40 years or something crazy.
Even those though. I mean, because if something's illegal, I mean, you can't do a non-disclosure act for something that's illegal. I mean, that's where I'm wondering. Yeah, my mind's having a hard time trying to make sense of it, because I don't doubt that there's something there in writing. Because writing makes things final in people's minds. There's also, there's that morality thing. Like, are we so removed from morality? Are our heroes, the people that we're paying money to make us forget about our problems? I mean, they're doing a great service for us. You watch a movie for 2 hours, you don't think about anything else. Are those people really that bad that it's unconscionable? I don't know.
Are they that bad, or are they all just victims that have gotten caught up in it?
That's a very good point. When the whole culture is that, it sucks.
Yeah.
Bad duck. My girlfriend keeps accusing me of cheating. She's starting to sound like my wife.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
This is what he was doing to me last night. And I'm like, I'm
Oh,
not expecting it. Like, I saw that and I chuckled. But then when I heard myself say it out loud, I don't know why. I need all these written down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And hey, Chris Mullen, how you doing? Um, yes, that's right. How you can't have an NDA for something illegal. Um, hey, you used to be younger. How you doing? Uh, Susan York's laughing. Let's see. Oh, Zach, why do old folks print so slowly? They can't control P.
oh goodness.
This is the new thing. People break me. They know I'm a kid, and I laugh at fart jokes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Um. So okay. The airplane was one of the things I want to talk to you about. I forget who was saying now the new thing that somebody, not the new thing, somebody's making an accusation that they saw Diddy's children, his two sons. I mean, I don't even know how, I don't even want to say it.
Uh huh. Uh huh. I know what you're trying to say.
Violating Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Have you heard
And Beaver
this?
crying the whole time.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, yeah, I just, and that's the part that, so this is the part where, like, when I was doing the true crime stuff, and I was like, I got to get away from this. Like, that sort of thing, it messes with my brain because we want a why, you know. Now, of course, this is an accusation. It's we none of this is true, and but
Right.
still,
Allegedly.
but it's happened before.
Yeah.
It does
I think
happen.
Justin was one of the first ones that we talked about, and I told you that he was apparently trying to tell us all of this for years, and none of us ever knew. And now he's rumored to trying to save Billie Eilish from all of this, and Billie Eilish has even said like, I can't, like, you guys have no idea how strong Justin is for all the things that he's gone through. Like, it is known what he went through. Like, that's real.
Oh man.
That's real.
Like, what's wrong with these people?
A lot.
You know what? Here's the thing. I have to stop because really, like, this whole thing got started on us talking about the gossip behind it, and that's where we need to stay. But like right now, it feels like you're making this. I mean, I'm making it. It's personal, and it just it's shameful, and it like I don't know. I mean, maybe it's all maybe all the hundreds of people that are coming out, it's all fake. But it's weird how it's the domino effect. Once one person talks, everybody wants to come out.
Yeah. I mean, some people are surely doing it for clout, but I'm sure once a victim sees that somebody else did it, whoever else is telling them or rooting for them in their life is also like, hey, if they can do it, you can. And then then that domino affects, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's possible. Anything is possible at this point. And what, court is not until May of next
Yeah,
year?
May 25th. May 25th.
We got
Bad
some
duck
time.
again. My boss told me to have a good day. So I went home.
That's good. That's good.
I don't know if that's a good day, man. There's been many days I'd rather be at work. I said something to the White Rabbit today. I was like, I think I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I'm gone. I got in a lot of trouble. So it's not that it was bad trouble. It was just I need to leave her alone trouble. There's nothing worse. That's what our schedules. It sucks. 'Cause I wake up and I come in. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? She's like, I'm working. I'm like,
Yep.
oh, I'm gonna go get a sausage biscuit. You want one? And then she comes in like 5 minutes before the stream. She's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what are you doing? What? I don't do this to me.
Gotta
I'm
go.
like, I'm like, no, I feel awful about it. Like, hold on, like I feel
Yeah.
awful. What am I doing? But it's because you're focused on work, and then someone comes in and messes with you. So, like, bad duck does. So what about this? Now I saw this like an hour ago.
Okay.
New rumor is Oprah left the country, and the FBI has confirmed it.
Really?
That was I did not get a chance to watch the full thing, but it popped up an hour ago. Let's see. It was like an hour ago is when I saw it, and then it said like this was uploaded an hour earlier.
I saw something about Tom Hanks after Trump won the election. He also said he was leaving the country,
Did you
and he
see
would
his
be
letter?
gone. But yeah, but he said something about I'm leaving because of this and other reasons.
Yeah, like it
We all
was.
know what those are.
So like that letter did not look real.
But still, we know.
Let's see here. Oh, they're gonna get me if I find it on this one. Pravda picked it up. Let's see here.
That would be so interesting.
Yeah, where I thought I saved this. Did I not save a copy of it?
I don't know.
So you should always save everything you see that's weird.
So where do we think that she may have gone?
I don't know. I never got that out of it. So I see I didn't save this. Did I? No, that's not it. So anyway, yeah, it did. It was very weird how it was written. Um, Leaving the country. There's no proper evidence saying that the internet's obsessed with the idea Tom Hanks is leaving. Um, what does that one say? No.
Nothing?
I can't find the letter I saw. So it was on Twitter, X, whatever. And it was so strange. Let's see if I can. Let's see. That says Tom Hanks has left the U.S. Let's see. Come on, man. Find me that letter. Because in it, I thought about you. It has something in it that's like someone even mentioned in the comments about it. Let's see here. Tom Hanks letter. Okay. That's not the original letter I saw. Let's see here. This is it. Um. Okay, so that's it, but you can't see it very well. No, 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 no. Okay, this is somebody rewrote it. Um. No, that's not it. Let's see if I can make this big enough to share. All right, this is what everybody's saying is his thing, and I've not. Here's what's weird about it. So you get something like this. You get this wild rumor, right, that he's left the
Right.
country, and you get this letter that's supposedly from him. He hasn't come out and said that it's not him. He hasn't come out and said, no, I didn't leave the country. So that's the weird part. So here it is. This is what I saw the other day, and it says, "Dear friends and fans, it is with a heavy heart and even heavier suitcase that I announce I have officially fled the country. Yes, you heard that right. I am currently writing this from a far off, undisclosed location with a beautiful view of, well, something that's definitely not America. Why
Also
am I
weird.
here? Why am I here, you ask? Let's just say that President Trump 2.0 was a bit more than I was ready for. When I saw the results, I thought, run, Forrest, run. And that's exactly what I did. Not to mention, the fear of ending up in federal prison had me sprinting faster than a castaway chasing a volleyball. Please don't think of this as me abandoning my beloved country. Just think of it as a very long, politically induced vacation. I'll be back eventually.
Why would he be going to prison?
Yes, I don't understand that. So some people will say that it's because he, you know, they're trying to say before the election that Trump was going to put Democrats in prison. I was like, okay, well, that's projecting. And hey, Bad Duck says, what did Elvis say to a landscaper? Thank you for the mulch. He got that one last night. It killed me. Thank
You
very
remembered.
mulch. Yes. Hey, Danielle, how you doing? Let's see here. It gave me chills when Diddy declared that he would be Justin's mentor. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so far behind. Oh, wait a second. Did I just see McKinley? How you doing? What's happening, girlfriend? Glad to see you. McKinley, we're talking about Diddy. Diddy or didn't he?
Oh, he did.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird thing. But anyway, so yeah, Tom Hanks, that's him. He left. Eva Longoria, she's leaving, she says.
Yep. She's
but
been
I'm
pictured with Diddy.
okay, see. Who else is there? I mean, gosh, who hasn't been pictured with Diddy?
Not a lot of people.
McKinley, he did. He so did.
He so did.
Isn't that crazy? So see here, the plane not being able to sell it. Oprah's on the run. I would like to know.
Do you think she's taking care of things at like her school? Like she's tying up loose ends and like getting planes full of children or something somewhere? You know, and actually, okay, speaking of planes, there was some plane that tried to land somewhere in like Haiti and they had to make an emergency landing somewhere else because it got shot down by gangs. And my first thought was maybe the people of Haiti are like tired of people coming in and stealing planefuls of children. Because wasn't that a thing for a while? Like, did we think that just like stopped?
I forgot about that. There was a lot of so Haiti got hit by a hurricane once.
Yeah.
The Bill Clinton went to Haiti. When they started the Clinton Foundation, which they abruptly ended after Trump got elected. I thought that was odd. But George W. Bush was part of that. He was a big helper in that too.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
I did.
Yeah, so with the plane, what was the Spicy Peach says that Tom Hanks moved to Greece. They have no extradition.
Well, that was like in 2020 or something, right when COVID came out, I think, and he became a citizen. He's like got dual citizenship now here in Greece.
I thought he was stuck in Australia for a long time.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, yeah.
You could be true. I have no idea.
I get them all confused. Yeah, I forgot about that. There was something about the kids with the Clinton stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so what else have you been following? What else have you heard? Anything?
I have a whole new list.
We've got to get that list done. We got to get that
a whole list of stuff. But a lot of this was like pre-election, which feels like 100 years ago now.
Crazy, isn't it?
It is. It is so crazy.
Did your husband have a
Oh,
good time on election night?
yeah.
I hope he did. Like,
Yeah,
I
really
really
good
wanted to
time.
ask if he wanted to do a stream the next day. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna say because I was gonna see about getting him involved and be like, so what'd you guys think the whole night?
You should
Because
have.
it was cool.
You should have.
It was
You should
cool.
have.
He's got to
What
call
about
Tim.
that? What about that? Yes, we need to call. We need to call. But what about that FBI raid on the prison? Do you remember hearing about that?
No, no, I did see. What's the guy? There's a rap guy in that prison now. 69er, not a dimer.
Yep, that one.
That guy. He's got a bunch of
That's the
tattoos on his
guy.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, this was a while
You know
ago,
what he
so I
did? He
don't.
showed up an hour late for court.
Maybe.
Yeah, right, Betty?
I think he did a little bit more than that. I okay, so I just wrote Diddy escape, so I don't have my stuff, but apparently there was a day, I don't remember what day this was, that multiple
Look at
government
Kathy Trout.
agencies went into that prison that Diddy is being held at and raided it for
Yes.
like bad conditions or something like that.
I
And
remember you
in that
saying that.
moment, as soon as I saw that, I was like, he got out. Like, he's gone. He done been gone. As soon as they did that
Oh,
raid, I think they escaped him.
no, that'd be a wild conspiracy. What if they, so he, on this new bond hearing, bail hearing, whatever it is, what if he gets it and they give him the release? That would, if you're saying like, they got him out, so that way, because I remember us talking about that some, didn't we? And you were like, what if he was going
Maybe.
to talk or something, and bring other people down, and so the feds went in and got him out.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, that does that does sound plausible. And if that's so, with the new hearing, what if he gets released, then
Well,
that
didn't
would
you say
he's
that
already
he
gone,
would
so he's
have to have like
hidden.
24-hour surveillance, can't leave his house, like basically house arrest?
Yeah,
When would we ever see him? He can't have access to like phones and stuff. When would we ever know that he's not there?
oh, that's crazy. Oh, wait a second, what warehouse exploded? I didn't know there's a warehouse exploded in
Was it in
Tennessee.
Tennessee or was it the one in Kentucky that just exploded like last night or the night before? And I just want to throw it out there. I did make a comment on somebody's TikTok, and I'm Allie Carter. You can believe her, you cannot believe her, or you can be somewhere in the middle where you're just waiting to find out. But she said there would be fires and there would be explosions. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm seeing lots of fires, lots of explosions, and lots of people jumping off buildings and falling off buildings. What's with that?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. So the guy that
Liam.
jumped off the building down in South New Mexico, where he was. Where was that? Venezuela? Something? That singer?
Yeah, like
New
Argentina or
Oasis guy or something?
One Direction.
But yeah, that guy, U-turn. So he jumped off of a building supposedly. He had too much stress of being a famous
Third
rock
floor.
star,
Third floor of a hotel.
and now the police down there are saying no, we are not closing this. This is not a suicide. Do you see
Yeah,
all
and
that?
they've arrested two of the hotel workers and one friend, is what they say. And then I feel like we talked about this a little bit. I don't know if it was on stream or off stream, but they had speculated at first that he was on that pink cocaine or whatever.
That's right. Yes, that was on stream. We were talking about that.
And now the real toxicology report came back and he was on antidepressants. Um, he had a lot of alcohol in his system and regular cocaine, not pink cocaine. And I saw today that like TMZ released some video of Liam seeking out the hotel worker that gave him the drugs. And I I honestly didn't watch it that long because it didn't seem like it was super real to me.
Hmm.
I don't believe that video, but there's something, there's some trickery afoot in that case for sure.
Yeah, it's just it's
Some
bizarre.
may write, some may
Yeah,
write.
no, it's not. It's not. Um, Kentucky had a building collapse today.
A building collapse as well
That's
as
what
the
Kimberly Ray's saying.
chemical explosion? That's insane.
Hal thought I was looking for peeps. I'm not looking for peeps. I don't eat sugar anymore. I stopped that.
Like all together? I don't believe that for a second. I think
Yeah,
you
pretty
would go
much.
in. I think
I
you'd
stopped
have
it
a heart
yesterday.
attack.
Well, my wife told me
Yesterday.
yeah, she said that I ate too much sugar. I said, fine, I won't eat anymore. So I stopped. It's not
Um,
fun because, like, here's the thing: I don't
no,
have anything to eat in the house. Like I said, I asked her. I said,
that's not true.
"It's true. I don't have anything here. I've got,
That's
I've
not
got,
true.
I've got a mushroom pizza. I've had pizza twice this week, and then I was like, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, an uncrustable. I was like, can I have an uncrustable for dinner? And she said, it has a lot of sugar in it. I was like, it's peanut butter and jelly. And she's like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, there's nothing else here to eat. There's not like, there's no steak. There's no, there's no lunch meat. There's no hot dogs or hamburgers, nothing like that. I'm like, there's no bread. I can't even eat peanut butter.
I
I
don't
could
believe
get,
for a second. That house has always been full of food every time I've ever been there.
it's a trick. You guys
It's
the
a
story before
trick.
you guys get here. I've got a
That's
lot of snacks. I had a noodle bowl that was like a year old. I don't know. I probably should look at the date on it.
what does that
It's
even
supposed to
mean?
be
A
spicy,
noodle
but it
bowl?
wasn't. Yeah,
Oh, like ramen?
but it's no. It's nicer than ramen. So we
But
found these
like
things that
ramen
won't.
stuff?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's like noodles, like big noodles. I don't know how
Okay.
to explain it. It's really good. Found them at Walmart. It's like the noodles are already cooked, and you just heat up the little dry pack of veggies for like 90 seconds. Put the noodles
Okay.
in there and spin it.
Sure.
I don't know. Oh yeah,
Whatever
Beyonce
you
was in the
say.
same hotel as the One Direction guy.
Yeah, I told you that. Yeah.
Yeah, sugar's an addiction. Well, okay. Well, withdrawals.
Speaking
That's
of
okay.
Beyonce, so we know that Beyonce and Jay Z have sent multiple cease and desists to people talking about them, right? TikTokers, like just normal, like streamers, like us, like we could get a cease and desist if we talk about Jay Z and Beyonce being involved in this a little too much. But tell me why, after all this going on, and then she comes out for Kamala and gives a speech, has not said publicly anything about the Diddy case, and then all of a sudden her songs start trending on TikTok, and people are doing new TikTok dances to them again. I find that odd.
So she's not saying anything, and she's trending.
Yes, she has not said a word about the Diddy thing. They have sent all of these cease and desists
Oh,
when all these people are talking about how they could be involved, and now all of a sudden, her song "Diva" has been trending, and people are doing TikToks to that like no other. And I just don't, I don't get
so
it. I thought we were boycotting
yeah, all
Queen
that
Bee,
stuff, right? So okay, so that's interesting. And
right?
have you ever seen how they make stuff trend? You ever looked up tree farms? I think that's what they call them.
No.
Tree. They get all these cell phones, and it started on Spotify. The rap industry actually discovered how to There's a flaw in Spotify's like trending or popular or whatever stuff. Like they
Mhm.
weren't catching multiple people coming from the same IP or whatever, and so like, people would have so like you have like a wall of cell phones, and you do them all to the same song, and then it's like just have to listen for a few seconds, and then you go and you stop it and you reload, and you do this over and over again, and like within an hour, I mean, you can have 20,000 hits, and it really it's an amazing thing. So when you say something like it's they're being quiet and all of a sudden their stuff is going through the roof, you know, why is that a trend? Well, very simple put. If they are doing, if the tree farming stuff is still prevalent, they're being rewarded. There's a way to hack all this stuff. YouTube is pretty good about it. That's why YouTube is hard. Like every time I get growth, like it starts going back down. It's because they're like, oh, this doesn't seem like this person should have subscribed to you. Well, that, and also I suck at this stuff, so people find better places to go. But no, it's a weird thing, but it is true. They get rewarded for their
Well, that explains
allegiance.
that. Yeah, she came out, did the speech thing for Kamala, like we know they all did,
Hmm.
and then her song started trending on Twitter or on TikTok. That's wild. I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's big time. And it's a few years. That's funny. You said the Kamala reference. So I'm sure the Republicans are trying to figure out how to do it, but I know the DNC a few years ago. They got their butts handed to them with Trump and social media, and so they made a
Yeah.
huge investment into it. And how do you have $1 billion and you end up $20 million in debt? It's stuff like that. So they've added all the stuff. They hire people like the basement of the DNC is just full of phone banks. And so you have people sitting there, and very easily, if they're through using the right software and doing the right things, it won't be the DNC. It'll be like Code, not is it Code Blue? What do they call their fundraising thing?
I don't know.
Anyway, something blue. It's because if you go to make a donation to Black Lives Matter, it goes through like the Code Blue system, which is it's a credit card company as well. So like, if you make a donation, Black Lives Matter, the Democratic National Committee owns the credit card processing thing, and they get 3% off the top.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool.
That's
It's a
dumb.
great idea. I
That's
wish I'd thought of it.
that's dumb.
It's so true. But anyway, yeah, it's messed up. Oh, look at this. Kimberly says the building was one that was being demolished, but people were still inside when it collapsed. Holy cow, that's bad.
That is bad.
And bad duck. Why should you never brush your teeth with your left hand? Because a toothbrush works much better. Did you catch? Did you catch me? I was so lost on what he was talking about, and then he used the left hand, not left-handed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're good.
There's a reason. I'm sorry.
You're so
This
silly.
stuff kills me. You guys
You're
found my
so
weakness.
silly.
I love stupid jokes. You should hear my pickup lines. They were horrible. They're horrible. I love them. I used I would actually look up cheesy pickup lines. And, there's the things like they would never work. I used them all in White Rabbit. Not a single one of them worked. But they were so great. I loved them so much.
So great they didn't work.
Oh, let me tell you what. They're great.
Okay.
Hey, Iron Rabbit, how you doing? Um, okay, so what else is happening? What do you the other stuff I saw like on Diddy is like what's his Thanksgiving gonna be like behind bars? Now that is some real investigative journalism right there.
I heard, I have no idea if this is true, but I heard that he's been moved out of his like cell by
Hey,
himself.
Shizzy. Mm-hmm.
I and like he's in an open space with like 20 other inmates. And
Mm-hmm.
apparently there's like these grates where you can see down into the floor below of female prisoners. And they like to do funny things to themselves or each other while they have an audience.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've been in a women's prison.
he's getting his full on in there.
Hey, you mom, how you doing? Wave back. Um, yeah,
I
John,
don't know.
2004 says he's in general population.
So that checks out.
Yeah,
That's gross. If he is
yeah, it
there.
is.
But I still think it's possible he could have escaped and that person is someone else that just looks like Diddy.
So it's funny. I asked the X AI to do an image of Sean Combs in jail, and it popped up this image. I'm like, wait a second, is that supposed to be him? And I couldn't really tell. And then it was because it was like the AI. I think got a little confused. Where it was like an image of him, but it wasn't him. And then it's
Mm-hmm.
like I changed my words a little bit, and it did another one. Kind of looked like I was like, "Damn, I'm gonna have to look at that picture of Diddy and see what he looks like." Now I'm confused. There's like three different pictures, and they're all so similar, except for one of them looks like the guy who's what's the guy from
Uh-huh.
Marvel? He was the Falcon. He's gonna be the new Captain America.
Oh, I don't know his name.
Well, anyway, one of them looks like him. So.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. It was it's just it was weird. I don't know. Uh so what else you got anything else?
I don't not like um not directly relating to Diddy, but there have been some things going on that we could
What you
talk
got?
about that I think coincide. Jelly Roll mentioned
Yeah,
on
saw him
Twitter.
Saturday.
Yeah, we did. Jelly Roll mentioned on Twitter. I don't know if there's still a post. See, that checks out too. He said, I found out some things about the music industry and I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna expose them. Stick with me. Or something along those lines. Like basically like I know some stuff. I'm gonna tell it to y'all. Be prepared for what's to come. And everybody was like, oh my god. Then there's like a tweet and he's like, wow, you guys took that way too seriously. In this day and age, in the Diddy day and age, like, yes, we took that
Yeah, of
seriously. What do
course.
you know? And who just told you not to say anything? How scared did you have to get?
You know what? I haven't I know he's been preoccupied with having a kid, but the guy who I would think in the music industry that if they knew anything would flat out say something is Ryan Upchurch, and I've not paid any attention to him lately. See what he's up to. Like I said, I know
No.
he had a kid, and after that he just like zoned out. But you said Jelly Roll. It kind of reminds me of it reminded me of Ryan. But
So, very suspicious.
well,
Very
so
suspicious.
but Jelly Roll isn't he? Is he more like in country stuff?
Yes, but you think this doesn't cross genres?
Oh, it very much does. Listen, there's a they've ruined Nashville. They've moved their music and everything to Nashville. It's all taxes. They're all being greedy, and
Hmm.
they're all going to try to ruin ruin Tennessee. But that's I mean, just look at like Kesha, right? I mean, all the stuff she said that she went through. I don't even who was her producer. That's the one. Didn't she sue him?
Dr. Luke.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. We talked about that at one point
yeah. I know.
because Taylor Swift paid for her to keep fighting and she still lost. She finished it and now she started her own label and she's going to try to help people come out and tell their stories.
What's the what's the isn't there a controversy right now with Taylor Swift?
About what?
I don't know. I didn't know if it was if something happened or if it was because of the election.
I know Taylor said she would move, or she said she's not going to perform here while Trump is president. I've heard stuff about Travis. I just heard his house got burglarized during his last game. There's always something surrounding that girl. She's just always in there.
Yeah, she's Taylor's strange. She's an odd bedfellow. I
Yeah.
told you that a buddy of mine was a teacher at the school she went to, her high school, Beach High School. And I was like, so what was that like? Taylor Swift being there. I was like, I mean, I think she started like getting rising to fame while she was there. And he's like, never saw her, never knew who she was. And I was
Yeah.
like, really? And like, this is a guy like he was into everything. He's like that teacher. Everybody knows who he is. Everybody liked him, all that. And he's like, yeah. He's like, never saw her or anything. Which I was like, oh well, that explains a lot. Yeah,
Well, she started as a model for Abercrombie, and you know what just happened to that executive.
yeah, that's right. Hal 9000. She's a track. I can't wait for everyone to find out her shows are not live. Did we talk about that with Taylor? Did
No.
somebody got the stuff on her? Didn't they? And
What?
yeah, like all of her stuff is she doesn't do lives. She
What?
lip syncs.
No.
Yeah, yeah. Just
No.
that's how a lot of them do it. But yeah, I think it was her. I just heard that like this last week. Somebody they oh what was that? It was they found out like it was auto tune. Like how much of it was auto tuned? Someone broke it down. Like one of her engineers or something. Do you know what I'm talking about? How?
Sure they're
Yeah,
not.
100%, 1,000,000% her shows are not live.
Wow. I didn't know that.
And how's our guy? How's the? I gotta get. I gotta talk to Hal sometime. He knows everything. He's a cool dude. Um. Well,
What else? Oh, I did mention that Shaq had lived on the same Star Island as
oh
Diddy.
yeah, in Miami, right?
Yes. And have you heard about the drama between him and Angel Reese?
No, I don't even know who that is.
Um, you probably do. You just don't know it. She's all over in like the news and the media right now. She's women's basketball. She just graduated from LSU or something. She's very famous in women's basketball right now. Angel Reese.
No, yeah, she's from LSU.
Yeah.
Okay.
She came up with like Caitlin Clark and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess she does a podcast and she had Shaq on her podcast and
Mm-hmm.
he made some comment about her
About his shoe size.
no about her like looking really good in this, and she should try to shoot a basket in this teeny little outfit because he likes the way she looks in it or something like that. Like really creepy stuff about this teeny little thing she was wearing. Not at the time either. She was wearing a tracksuit when they were doing like the actual interview. And then he was talking about some teeny little outfit.
Is that the let's see here. What was it say? She's a sequin dress. Where'd she go? Um, Hold on a second. All right, let me pull this up. That's not the right one. Um, I don't know why my camera's off. Sorry about that.
I was going with it.
Well, I don't want people to see me pick my nose. You know, I do
Well,
everything else.
yeah,
I'm
that
sure.
would be embarrassing.
Yeah. Let's see here. Eventually it's gonna happen. So, at this stage, Angel Reese. What? That's not the right one. Angel Reese slays and sizzly 90s selfie for bad Barbie look. Was that her?
I mean, that's who it is, yes, but I don't think that's what they were talking about.
Oh,
But
okay.
yes, Shaq was just making very inappropriate comments about a very young girl when he's supposed to be like her mentor, and you know, it just wasn't cute, and he showed his true colors, and a lot of people saw through it. So that was really weird. And now everybody's like she hates Shaq.
He used to date a girl in Maryville.
What?
It was weird hearing Shaq sightings in Maryville. It's like it was always, it's funny. It's typical Maryville. People talked about his truck. He had the God. What is that truck? It's a oh, it's one of those. It looks like an 18-wheeler, but it's like a Chevy or a Ford. It's like it's not an 18-wheeler, but it looks like one. I don't know, like a F-750 or something.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Anyway, yeah, that was typical Marvel. So I think he dated a stripper over there.
Oh, makes sense.
Why do I know just enough of useless information to get me in trouble?
I don't know. I don't know. That's concerning.
Yeah. Well, it sucks. Um.
And then have you heard about Mr. Beast?
Oh, what's the latest on him? No, actually,
I don't know what the
nothing's
latest
come
is,
up.
but Mr. Beast, he pissed some girl off. I don't know who this girl is, but he made her extra mad, and she like went after him and
Oh
found
yeah, she's got a YouTube, right?
yeah, and she found some not good stuff, so she reported him to the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he actually got arrested or if he's just being looked into, but I have heard things about CP
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. All that stuff.
and
It was
like
his best
eating
friend.
eating people.
That's what everybody's into now. What's up with that?
I don't know. I'm not
It's
okay
a
with it.
hauler truck. Thank you, Truckling.
A hauler truck? I don't know
Yeah.
what that
So
means.
Mr. Beast, his best friend that's been forever, all of a sudden became his best girlfriend, and
Yes.
yeah, then they found like on his Discord he was trying to I don't know, like reach out to little kids and help them play
Yeah. Yeah.
Mario.
Weird.
Very weird, very weird. And Beast was like defending him and all this stuff, and but it's the girl in question. Those of you that don't know, Mr. Beast is like the top YouTube person, it's an amazing thing. He had an amazing rise to the top. He had just an autistic laser focus on what he was doing. I think he had several channels. He did gaming. He did scripted stuff. He did everything. A real talented individual, not someone like myself, but now he's the top YouTuber, and he did a thing where it was like a hide and go seek or something with like fans,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow this girl was in it, and she lost, and no one. I've seen a couple of videos about it, and no one really knows why she got so perturbed about that. But she took that as like that was her turning point. She went on personal vendetta
Uh,
against him. Isn't that crazy?
yeah.
So
So who knows what's really going on there? But that's also interesting to be coming
yeah.
out right now at this time in the Diddy allegation era.
Okay, so I was gonna ask, do you think? Okay, going back, I don't. It's not political, but because of politics, a lot of times you see things change. Like you see certain things like that are under investigation being dropped. Some of that when there's a new administration. And it's
Sure.
like, do you think that there is, people are seeing the writing on the wall type of stuff? I saw like in the Justice Department, a lot of people are saying that if so and so gets nominated for the Attorney General, they're going to quit. A bunch of attorneys are being crybabies. I'm sitting here going, you guys made it through college. You guys made it through law school. You made it in Washington, D.C., but you're going to be a crybaby and wimp out, be a sissy because, oh, no, I don't like who you're going to nominate for Attorney General. I was like, what idiots. I was like, dude, those jobs are coveted, man. Those are big time positions.
Let
They're
him leave.
springboards.
Let him
You
leave.
know, do what?
Let him leave.
Oh
Bye.
yeah, absolutely. If you want to do it, do it. I don't care. Hey, I'm not crying over successful attorneys in Washington D.C. They can go ahead and be dumb when they want to.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like there is a change in the administration, and that's something. And I thought about this, and I didn't say anything, but it's like you see this stuff happening with Diddy, and it's like, are people trying to get on the good graces of a new administration, make a name for themselves? But then I saw recently also where a lot of people are saying that uh, Diddy and Trump were friends. Of course, everybody's been friends with Trump. He's just a nice guy, I guess. He takes a picture with everybody. He hasn't had his picture taken with me though. So anyway, and it
It's
said that
it's possible.
will Trump pardon him? And I was like, I don't know. I don't think that would be
No.
happening.
No. He hasn't
But
even been convicted yet.
yeah, that's true.
So I don't think that's gonna happen for one.
No.
And we don't know, but did he touched a lot of hands, okay? He shook a lot of people's hands just because you rubbed elbows. But didn't somebody say that Elon has video and lists and he's just waiting to like tell us?
Well, yeah, Elon bought everybody's information.
Didn't he say if Trump won once he took office, he was gonna like share the Epstein list or something like that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I think so.
Elon's a national treasure right now.
I
Let's
think
just say
Daddy
that.
Elon's gonna come in and help save the day.
Well, he's the question ultimately is going to be: is Elon Musk, is he Batman or is he Iron Man? He's a rich guy. He's just that's his superpower. He's really rich. He has a lot of power and influence. He's probably more of a Tony Stark. He's more of an Iron Man guy, I think. But anyway, that's the he. Who knows? He's just the right person in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
But Let's see here. Trump was going to have a picture with expert, but expert saw a squirrel. Hey, you know what? I'll have you know how that
Expert is my dude. He always has been. He's a winner with big brains, the biggest brains.
The biggest brains.
lets you know that one how.
Oh.
So,
Well,
all right.
I don't have really a whole lot more. That's
Well, if you want to kill about 10 more minutes, you got anything fun in life you want to talk about?
we've been playing hide and go seek with a fox.
Do you like what happens when they find you? Like where do you hide from a fox at?
I'm not hiding from the fox. The fox is hiding from me. As he should be.
Oh, are you gonna make a stall or something like that?
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm not
Bad Duck here. I started crying when Dad was cutting onions. Onions was such a good hamster.
gross. Gross. No.
Oh, dude. Hey, by the way, does anybody ever know what Richard Gere named his gerbils? That might be a code word. Was it onions?
What?
Sorry. What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Richard Gere? Do you know Richard Gere? Gerbils?
Yeah. Gerbils. What about gerbils?
Please tell me you're not being serious.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is one of those times when I need to tell you to ask your husband. Just not say anything.
Well, now I'm concerned.
Richard Gere supposedly used gerbils as a. It's all hearsay. It's all fake. It was in a fake
well,
movie.
you know, Tom Cruise uses fish.
In his
He's got a thing for fish.
Oh, well, so did Led Zeppelin.
A specific fish too.
Piranha.
Maybe.
Electric eel. How do electric eels make electricity? That's what the world wants to know.
I don't know. You could probably ask Valhalla.
Oh yeah, he probably would know. By the way, that turtle's been very active tonight. I've been mesmerized.
My turtle?
Yeah.
Well, that's also kind of a sad story too. I don't know if I've shared with everybody, but so we got 2 hatchlings like a while back, and I was really hoping for it to be boy girl, and then I was gonna have baby turtles, and then I was gonna sell them because they're like, I mean, they're not like exotic, but like they're cool turtles, and they do cost a pretty penny when they get older. But they happen to both be boys. And apparently that's a bad thing, and they're getting territorial, and one of them is like getting bullied and like chomped on.
Well, you're gonna have to make another turtle pond.
So that's like a lot. And we just got it out of the bedroom, and I don't want it back in the bedroom. There's nowhere else to put it. So I need to sell him, but I'm not good at it.
Does anybody want a turtle?
Yeah, so if anybody is looking for an aquatic turtle, I'm willing to sell it. And it comes with a bunch of stuff. I have a tank. I have like stuff to go in the tank. Possibly a filter and everything. All you need is to get a little foodies and some water, and you'd be set. Hit me up. But yeah, so that's probably why he's probably running from the other one, scared for his life.
That's not nice.
Poor baby.
It sounds like Brown Dog.
Yeah, similar. Similar situation. Playing hide and seek with a fox. I got territorial turtles.
Yeah, so is your fox, or how's that going?
Right now, so my white dog, Piper, she is being more of a guard dog than our guard donkeys to this fox right now. She has been the only reason that we've been aware of when the fox is out there at night when
So
we
the
are.
donkeys don't even care. The donkeys like,
No, they don't bray. They're not even in the same area as this fox. And this fox is just coming up and stealing my ducks. Lots of them. Last night he took a white one, the pretty ones.
have you guys thought about a security camera?
Yeah, that's a great thought. It wouldn't, no.
I mean, it just notify you.
It's not in the budget, one. And two, who's it going to notify? Me?
Yeah.
You think I'm going to go out there in the middle of the night trying to catch a fox?
No, you tell your husband, hey, get up.
That's not how we do it around here.
Yeah. Around here, it's usually I'd be like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Wait, you don't go outside.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. But we're playing hide and seek. Hopefully he doesn't get a duck tonight. But we got a fox, and I'm going to get him.
They like Rice Krispie treats. Don't ask me how I
What?
know.
Now I want to ask you how you know. That's the first thing that I wonder. Why? Why would you know this? Specifically,
Like the
Rice
only time I've ever
Krispies?
seen a fox. No, I think I've seen a fox twice, maybe. But anyway, the only time I've really seen a fox, I was at my parents'. It's 100 years ago, and they had like Rice Krispie treat cereal.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it got old, and so they gave it to the birds, right? And anyway, so like there's a bird feeder out front, and they put all this like Rice Krispie treat cereal all over there. And I was going to bed. I looked down, and I was turning off the light, and because there's like they had like this spotlight deal that like shine at their house from like it was like underneath the bird feeder. Anyway, I looked down, I was like, oh my gosh, there's a fox, and I was like. That's when I got amazed by foxes. Where I'm like, "What are foxes? Are they felines or canines? Because they don't look much like a dog, but they're not exactly a cat."
Right. Yep. You're not wrong.
What did the fox say? You know, you used to be able to ask the Amazon thingy that, and she would do the whole uka kukuka kukuku, but she doesn't do that anymore. Now she says, the fox says, the expert is a dolphin. And I'm like, what? That's weird. I swear. It's so crazy. All right. So listen, we ran out of the Diddy news. It was funny. Like, I thought, like, I was like, oh my gosh, I know so much stuff. And then it's like, oh, it goes through so quickly. We really got to get our board. We got to figure
We
out.
gotta, yeah. We could tell them about the board. We didn't tell them.
What our goal is to do a like a crime scene board. You know, it's like all the connections. You know, like the cobweb of Diddy. And we were talking about we're just going to get a board and start working on and put up, you know, like behind us. You know, like I'd have one part of it, she'd have one part of it. But then we found out that Apple has Freeform. Did you ever look any more into that Freeform? Because I did.
No, I totally forgot about it.
I did too. And Freeform's supposed to do a lot of that, and that'd be really cool because then we could actually post it and share it with people. So we'll get our acts together. Trust me. It just takes.
We're gonna
It
do
takes. I don't know what it
And
takes.
you know, there's probably not a lot of going on because he's probably not really even in the prison anymore, and everybody's just chilling out because they're like, it's fine.
It's probably true. That's why it's getting quiet on the outside. Nobody's saying anything.
Honestly, it's just being like gone.
Yeah, it's like a fantasy
really
sicko
cares.
board. That's it. That's
Something
it,
like
you mom.
that. Yeah.
Yes, you got it. You nailed it.
We need to come up with a good name for that board for sure.
Holy cow, Dan Davis, how you doing? You still have no power. Oh my gosh, dude! I remember when you got a generator. Hey, Lady Tammy, how you doing? Holy cow!
Shout out Average Florida Man. See if he'll bring you power.
Do what?
I'm serious. There's a man on TikTok. His name is Average Florida Man.
Yeah.
And he does stuff with like towers, and he's been helping out find families and reunite people with missing family members, and driving his truck up the mountain and restoring power to people and things like that. So if you have no power, you need to get a hold of Average Florida Man on TikTok and see if he can help you out.
Dan, are you in Discord? Can you message me back there? Because I'd like to know everything, man, about that. I really need to get. So I need to do some more. I've got so many freaking stupid ideas in my brain that I need to do more than just the 9 o'clock show. I gotta put some content out during the day. It's crazy. I feel like Shizzy. It's like I'm gonna be all the time. But I just gotta get my times right. It's weird. My world is so weird. Hopefully, if I get all my stuff, okay. Here's the thing. Here's what I can control. This is gonna be the thing. I've got to get my 3D world, my chores done in that, and which makes me think I need to go clean up some more.
Probably.
My stuff is so disorganized. Oh, we have a pile of stuff. We're gonna start asking anybody if they want. Like, I don't know what all it was. I've got a bunch of stuff. I'm just throwing it away. If not, I've got smart. What are those things? Plugins. Do you want to tell Siri to turn your lights off? I got one of those plugins. I don't.
You
want
know we ain't having that in this house. Do you know who I'm married to?
Hey, I just found light bulbs that for outside, so now I can control them with voice. Yeah, it is true. I what was it? I turned the lights on or off outside one time, and he's like, "Did you do that with your phone?" I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Bro, that's getting serious." And I was like,
He doesn't like it. He does not like it.
"No, he does not." I love it. I love it. Oh, we're gonna have to mess with you with that. Oh my gosh, I love stuff like that though. I love home automation. I feel like I'm on the Enterprise. You know, walking the doors.
I'm not okay with it.
No, well, what else am I gonna do? I just harass people. All right, hey everybody, listen. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll be back, and tomorrow night is Friday Night Live. It is. It's gonna be awesome. I don't know how to explain it, but it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be.
It always is.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna have a good time, and yeah, that's it. Valkyrie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for Jesus, 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 it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 Jesus.